I design boy physiques pretty well. Still says she is my wife, but she also doesn't find my body attractive. She's not even into all the...
This is my physique, and these are the kind of DMs that I get from women. Now, a lot of fitness influencers, an example is Dr. Mike Israel, claims that he built the ideal fuckboy physique and says to make sure that your arms are bigger. Now, as a fuckboy, in relation to this, it is wrong. 100% he is a PhD. But do you really think his DMs are filled with women? But mine is, which is your ideal outcome. I'll show you how. First off, you need to understand the primal attraction with physiques. Let's take three kinds of people, some 10,000 years back. First is a skinny fat guy, second is a full-on muscle built mammoth looking guy, and third is an athletic V-tapered shoulder and back dominated kind of guy. And if the village women had a choice to give one spear to one of these guys, who do you think the village woman would give it to? First, the skinny fat guy. If the women gave that one spear to him, there will be two scenarios. He would either get killed by the boar or he would gas out too early. He can't do nothing for shit. Second is the mammoth looking guy. Now, if the women gave that one spear to him, sure, he has the strength, 200% he has the strength. But can he run? Can he jump? Can he sprint? Can he grapple without any injuries? Now, as we all know, muscle weighs more than fat. And that muscle will in turn slow him down. Then the third, the athletic V-tapered looking kind of guy. If the women gave that one spear to him, he would return home with a win. You know why? He can run, he can grapple, he can sprint without any injuries whatsoever. Now you finally understand the primal reason why women are attracted to the V-tapered athletic physique. You can search up various studies and it's always the athletic physique on top. Okay, now look. Every girl is going to say, I love big arms. And we misunderstand this, thinking that it's the biceps or the triceps. Women are kind of dumb. They say the first thing that pops up into their head. And they don't know the specific muscle groups and stuff. They don't know what they really want, but guess what they actually love? The separation between the shoulders and the biceps and the triceps. That roundedness, that's what they like. And none of these fitness gurus are going to say that. Most of them will say, train your biceps and your triceps. And some of these workout routines which I see online, yeah, they don't even have lateral raises. Now, there is one formula to get you your aesthetic physique. Athletic equals aesthetic. Now, there are 6 muscle groups that you have to train in order to become more athletic, which in turn gives you an aesthetic appearance. Now, the muscle groups which I'm going to list out, most of the athletes know that these muscle groups are absolute powerhouses. These are the only 6 muscle groups that you really need to be training in reality. Now, if you take the top 3 muscle groups, they are androgen receptors, also known as Desh or testosterone. By the way, the top 3 muscle groups, you cannot really overtrain them or make them really big because we don't have that much testosterone. Now, if you take like 20,000, 30,000 years back, our ancestors had fucking 20 times the amount of testosterone that we have. So for them, I believe it was overdeveloped. And for us, if we need to overdevelop, we need to take steroids or something. And if you take steroids, you'll hate the rest of your life and your balls will shrink. Then there are the other 3 muscle groups, which if you overtrain, it will be highly repulsive to women. They are the frontals, the triceps, and the obliques. The frontals are overtrained 99% of the time. In every pressing movement, your frontals are trained whatsoever. And on top of that, these idiots will recommend front shoulder raises or some shit like that, bro. And guess what? Your posture will worsen and you will be walking around like an ape. The triceps. Yeah, the muscle groups which all of these fitness gurus promote, like they support 2 and of a third of your arm or some shit like that. Guess what? If you overtrain them, it's going to be fucking highly repulsive to women. Now, in fuckboy theory, your triceps are a part of your back. If you train your triceps in the right way, your back will look so much aesthetic because your triceps are aesthetic. Now, as you can see, I have done a pretty good role in training my triceps, which looks aesthetic from the back. If you overtrain it whatsoever, I'm guaranteeing you your arms would look like the ones of fluffy bodybuilders. I don't know if you have seen it, but when they rest, their arms look fucking unaesthetic and is highly repulsive to women. Then there is the obliques, which is quite self explanatory. It's on the sides of your waist. So if you overtrain them, your waist will widen, which will ruin the V-taper aesthetic, obviously. I can tell from experience. At the age of 14, I listened to this online male gaze bullshit advice and I got abs. At the age of 14, abs is very uncommon. Whenever I post a story on my Instagram, my DMs are filled with guys. Just guys. You might be saying, but you had abs. Your DMs should be filled with women. But guess what? My waist was so bulky and out of shape. It was not the V-taper. So 1 plus 1 equals 2. There was no women in my DMs. I was getting complimented from guys my age, like 14, 15-year-olds. They will come up to me and be like, bro, nice physique, bro, nice abs, bro. I'm like, okay, bro, fuck, man. I'm not getting any compliments from girls, bro. I need bitches. No, I know I don't need guys. I don't swing that way. And then I was like, fuck it, bro. My DMs were just men. And 2.5 years, I did my own kind of research. I stopped listening to the male online fitness bullshit advice. I literally asked my girlfriends and my girl best friends in real life what muscle groups did they find attractive. And even a couple of months back, I texted my girl best friend on tips to make thirst traps. I'm kind of popular in my school, so I got to keep them entertained. So I was talking to her and she was like, bro, abs and back is attractive right now, but back is very, very trending right now. As you can see, I have so much insight into the female gaze. At the end of the day, there are a couple of things you just have to remember. Athletic equals aesthetic. Increase your testosterone. And I'll give you a bonus. Play a damn sport. Do MMA or play football or basketball, anything that you can do. And if you train in the kind of way which I just told you right now, and you play a sport with it, I'm guaranteeing you 100% you will be irresistible to women. You will not achieve this kind of athletic physique overnight. You have to train unlike a bodybuilder. You have to train more of like an athlete in a fast paced, grunting while working out kind of shit. Affirm to yourself, I am an athlete. The top link in the description is the complete blueprint. Subscribe to be a part of this brotherhood. Goodbye.